tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Ready?
You don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Let's go. Slam.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. Takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Gun.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go on 4. Newton. Got a man, it's right. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
I hope you brought your rest because I'm about to take you to school.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. And the former Heisman winner. This is Mark Ingram. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Watch the shit.
Newton steps away to his under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kenny Young able to run him down for a loss of a yard. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Throwing is Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Watch the pass.
Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Flush to, and he will score. Touchdown Panthers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check, check.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
A 9-yard gain on the play. Third down.
Set. Check team running. Team running. Let's go, D.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Jackson now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Jackson, option right. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 56 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw. Newton escaping the pressure right. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From a yard out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This will be taken short.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Snead's got it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Just like that. Just like that. 59's mark. 59's mark.
Jackson now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, earlier we were talking about the undefeated teams in the league. Let's switch that and look at the teams at the bottom, like Miami, Washington, Denver, etc. Who is there hope for that is off to a really rough start?
And if we're talking about hope, are we talking about this season or are we talking about the future?
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready? 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, check, 59.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. Spinning away. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. Throwing on 2nd down. Newton looking for the tight end Olsen, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands, and, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Newton, eluding the pressure right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Panthers 20.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Strong right. Strong right. 3 down. 3 down.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Newton to throw. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
Watch time. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check.
Newton to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ready? Go to base. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now it's Jackson, complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Newton. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now it's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 15. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 3rd down gain of 19. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 46 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
21. Move.
From the 31, Breeze. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Kill. 14. Hey, Delta.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On first down, Mahomes, and his pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and now it's second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down, and this is caught. That's Watkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went to...
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. To throw, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
6-0 our score after 1. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Ready. Yellow waiting. 5-9. Take back. Let's go. Hey, we got Bravo. 53. Mike, 53. Oh, ready,
Now this time, Breeze will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Breeze on third down. Looking long for Thomas. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Kamara now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the back.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 77 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Watkins the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Mahomes. Out to his left. This for his running back, McCoy. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. The big fella. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around him. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's put that team on the bus.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes being chased out left. Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. On the return, it's Kamara. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Darren Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking scheme.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
95-56. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, the 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Lutz with the extra point. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. "34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go for it.
Mahomes now on first down. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes, Marcus Davenport, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Ready. Yellow lady. Ready, set.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This is caught by Ginn. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Ready.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A.J. Klein able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
So once again, they dial up the pressure.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws, Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. 22 yards there, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the move to his left. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Mahomes completes that one to Watkins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. Back to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes now to throw, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completion.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. McCoy. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
That's the score. Chiefs 31, Saints 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
In the yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now this time, Breeze will throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
all mains. All I ever do is ball, man. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up. Gourmet, I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars in the Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up. Gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars in the Shawshank. Cook it up. Gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars in the Shawshank.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Good. 180. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Hurry.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 34. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They go with Chubb on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Well, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
180. Check 53. Alert. Let him know.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job up. Stairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Let's get it.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Beckham, the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all year? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield with it once more. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Okafor drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This is fielded inside the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check. You go take. Hey, red way.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Check 26. Tighten up.
And again, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Yeah, they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On first and 10, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
43, 15.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And some room to roam now. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
And their first down, Chiefs.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 14 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And it's 3rd and 5.
180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run. It's Hilliard. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Space to run past the 20. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Chiefs 13-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here's Mayfield, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Alex Okafor, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check. Hey, Mike 51.
Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Browns drive about to get started. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
On second down, Hilliard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down now, Hilliard, and he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is fourth and goal. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Forced out to his left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's McCoy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Checkmate. H3, 218, chopper.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.
honey, I dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Jump in the stands, no man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can call for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Brady Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Go.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. On second down, Elliott. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5. First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quick.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. 20. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. When it was 3rd down, defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, deep tight.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Here's Goff. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. DeMarcus Lawrence gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Aaron Donald, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. John Johnson with the INT.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. A little juke.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 46 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 9 at the 26. 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 51 yards on the ground.
Check this.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Oh, Prescott stripped. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 7, Goff. He'll rifle it. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Room here to run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Marr able to put this one through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Pour it out.
Now Goff. Dancing to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And Woods has it complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Goff, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 94 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rick Flair, Hurley. Whip. Blue draw Corkers.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Check. Watch 54.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Cooper's got him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. A first down carry by Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. I got it.
After the run, Goff going to throw. Now that'll be caught by Cobb. A gain of 22.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Obama. Hey, Charlie.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun. Goff. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Looking for Woods that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 12 yards there and a first down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Got his man there complete to Gallup. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 42 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Cowboys 32, Rams 17. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Jim. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing here, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Corey Littleton. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Third and long for Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks.